Let's see. Okay. Looks like it's going live. I'm gonna wait until the screen thing pops up. Okay. Cool, popped up. Alright. Hey guys, welcome back again to another Shiggles and Giggles podcast. This time I have 3 friends currently. I have one currently on his way as well, but I'll go ahead and introduce Lydia, Herv,
Hello.
and Richard, which is
Hello.
not his name, but that's besides the
It's
point.
what we're calling him.
Yes.
But yeah,
That's his name now.
and then later on, the Spud Boy will be showing up as well. So we've got friends from all different corners converging together in one very, I would say, probably the largest amount of people in the podcast I've had, considering like
It's the Super Smash. It's the Super Smash Brothers of podcasts.
the Super
Everyone
Smash Brothers of podcasts would be literally everyone I had from all the previous podcasts converged into one, and that is impossible at the moment, considering everyone has schedules.
Wouldn't we just call that the Royal Rumble of the podcast?
That, if that ever happens, that I will literally name it Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
I will absolutely name it that, and we get every single person from the original podcast that I brought onto there. That will be something that I'll have. But today, as I'm sure looking at title, the topic we're looking to discuss a bit is a bit of nostalgia. It doesn't matter what form of nostalgia, whether it's like any anime, video games, cartoons, TV shows, even aesthetics as well. Like, I know that's something I've been thinking a lot about with just architecture, but that's besides the point. But just anything under the sun of nostalgia topics, if anyone feels like they want to start off on like anything like we'll probably go, you know what, let's go, I would say, I was gonna think just anime first and probably get that started if you want to.
Bro, I got you. Hey, High School DxD is coming out with a new season.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, bro.
Oh my God.
I was on the internet the other day, right? And I'm looking at this. I was like, there is no way that this is actually happening. Bro,
That's
2024 is coming out with some bangers this year. I'm telling you.
That's actually crazy.
There's all the new isekais that are coming out and like nowhere.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then they're just like, oh, guess what? Before the end of the year, High School DxD season 5. I'm like, wait, huh?
That's insane. That's a name I haven't heard of in years.
Right?
Holy. Yeah, I was shocked to even remember that they just stopped doing any like new seasons or anything like that. Like, I haven't been up to date with it, but good lord, I'm surprised like even that.
So you got, I mean, there's a few good ones right now, like that that I'm currently watching. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are watching this too. Like there's the New Gate.
Mm-hmm.
That one's pretty good. It's got a few episodes out now. You have Remonster, which is pretty much somebody getting isekai into being a an ogre.
Okay.
Which I mean, I've been kind of stuck on that at the moment. And then, of course, you know, there's the new season of Demon Slayer that's supposed to be coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Kaiju number 8.
Nice.
And then you have, of course, you know, one of the greats coming back with another season. The time I got reincarnated as a slime, of course.
Yeah, the slime.
You can't
boy.
not message that.
Oh yeah.
And then oh yeah, and then there was the announcement. The end of an entire era. One Piece is ending next year. Announced already.
It's
Yes.
finally. Oh my God. Oh, we already know. Mason's gonna be like, what?
I was gonna say
Yeah,
Mason's gonna
Mason's.
be torn about that.
Yeah, gonna be torn that One Piece is ending. Will they find the
What's
One
his what?
Piece?
What's his personality gonna be now?
It's still gonna be One Piece. It's just gonna be,
All the good thing that happened in One Piece.
yeah. Then there's the One Piece. It's finally been found after all these years.
Will they find it, or will it be the classic thing of the One Piece was the
The
friends we
friends
made
we,
along the way?
yep.
What
I'm
a
You know, it's gonna
cop
be
out that would be, eh?
right.
They spent so long trying to actually find this thing. Nah, it's friendship.
the
Oh,
power of friendship. The One Piece. That's the real piece. For anyone who's tuning in, I am tired. I only had an hour and a half total of sleep before the podcast, and I was up since 9 p.m. last night. So it's only been segmented amounts of sleep. So don't worry about me if I sound dumb in any
he's gonna
capacity.
zonk out eventually.
Don't worry, guys. What he's saying is that he's tired, he's wired, and he's ready to rumble.
I am getting in however I can.
But yeah,
However he can.
here's one that you guys might like. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet or not, but chilling in another world. Chilling in another world. With level 2 super cheat powers.
I don't think
That
I've seen that
sounds
one.
amazing.
It like at first, like I was like, all right, this is gonna be some weird anime, and then of course, like first episode, old boy gets like teleported from one world to another world, and then figures out that he has like OP skills, and everything like from that point just gets better and better for him.
Okay.
Like he's pretty much he's right now on par to like creating a harem without even trying.
That's
Absolutely.
crazy.
Like, what else is new? It's an
Yeah.
isekai anime. I mean,
Which
that's like scored off your bingo card.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Which reminds me, I'm pretty sure, Lydia, if you remember the. I don't know if you were there about the anime that we were talking about where it was like. Or it was someone else, but it was like first episode of like one of the animes. I completely forgot the title. But first episode was like, the standard kind of anime trope thing going on with the dude being oblivious, and I guess like I don't know if it was like girls going into his party or whatever. It was like something with goblins too. It was like
Goblin
dudes.
Slayer.
No, it was like dude saving like a goblin village or something and whatnot, and
Oh, isn't there like a female goblin?
it was
as
like
well?
a yeah, I know it was like a female goblin or something, and I'm trying to remember, but it was literally like the second episode or the third episode was literally where it turned from just this normal isekai anime to literally uh them telling the dude, "Oh hey, you have all these women that like you, right? And want to, actually do the deed." And it's like, "Oh shit, really?" And then it literally goes to them actually having them do the deed. And it's like, "Huh?"
Redo of a healer? Hello? That's not redo.
No,
Right?
that's not redo,
I know
but
it's
I
not
know
redo of a healer, but like,
yeah, no,
whoa.
redo definitely fucking hit it first episode literally came in
It sucker
swinging.
punches, yeah. It's just like, oh.
Yeah, that fucker came in
Oh.
swinging. Like, okay, you're in for a fucking wild
We're
ride.
in for a wild ride.
Which I know I watched a bit of that, and I was like, Jesus
A bit.
Christ. By a
Be real.
bit. By a bit.
You're like,
I'm trying to
I
remember.
binged the entire first
I watched
season.
everything. That's just a bit, though.
I think I only watched up to like the 4 episodes at the time it came out. I don't know how many it has now, but I definitely watched the first little bit. I know with the wolf girl, I was definitely remember seeing up to that part, or at least a little after. But I know he's
And you're
gotten
just like,
somewhat
my
far
life
into
is
his...
different now.
Yeah, I remember he's gone kind of far enough into his revenge scheme where like a certain episode where he then goes after the sister of the chick that tormented him for eternity every time Oh, excuse me. But yeah, that's about
I
as
hate
much
the
as I
way you
remember watching
said
it.
he goes after her. Like, oh no.
Yeah,
Oh
no, he
no.
goes after her. Like, I'll be real, he does
No, I
not
know
leave
what you mean by
anyone.
go after,
Yeah,
but
no,
like,
he does not leave anyone standing after what they did to him. But yeah, no, like, I'm trying to remember the name of that one, but it was literally episode one. It was just like a standard run of the mill isekai, and then the second episode was literally, all right, they're all deciding to just do the deed. It's like, because I'm trying to remember what it was, and I'm pretty sure it was with you, Lydia, and like the others, if I remember correctly. But I know it wasn't
I don't
like during the
remember the name.
podcast. Yeah, I know it wasn't during the
No.
podcast, but it was definitely that. I was like, why? What is this? But yeah, no. I just found it funny.
That's a yikes from me there, boss.
Indeed. It's funny, but it is definitely wild. I don't know if I'll
Yeah.
ever watch it, but it's a wild concept as it is. God, speaking
So
of.
going back to the thing of
Mhm,
nostalgia, I'm gonna go with like video games right here.
mhm,
Only because y'all remember when you were like, I don't know, 10 or something, right?
yeah,
Let's say you got your first DS or you got your first Wii or whatever, and like you go to like Toys R Us or whatever,
mhm,
and you get a game, and like you didn't bring your console because like your parents didn't trust you with it outside, so you're just like, you know, you're constantly reading the back of the game case, and you see all the screenshots and like everything the game tells you, and you're just like
yeah.
the anticipation you'd get from just reading it over and over, and you're like, this game is like the best thing ever. And then
Oh
you
yeah.
play it, and then you're just like, yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Oh yeah. I think the same thing. Although I know I remember some of the back of the covers. There or on the back, there's usually like some parts of gameplay screenshots that are before the final build. So they haven't ended up changing anything on the back. So you see like something. I'm trying to remember what game it was, but they definitely had like something pre final build to where something ended up changing, and
Yeah.
they ended up it ended up not being a part of it. But I know that's what I find interesting too, looking in the back of the boxes and seeing like the old previous like builds, and then just what's currently on there.
I've always liked beta content in video games.
Oh
Like
yeah,
seeing
same.
what was changed, how it was changed, why they got rid of it, etc., etc. Although we never really get the reason for why usually.
Yeah, usually it's not
But
even like 10 or however many years later. I mean, me and her, we're game design. I'm the bachelor's, he's like the master's, but
Yes,
we've done
sir.
all that, so we understand a bit of like what the cut content and stuff is, because I still have the old project, by the way, Herv, and I know when Nick wanted to look at the project again and saw like just funny enough how it was, and saw just like definitely how much like we could have changed on it. But he definitely I need to pull up the chat with him, but we literally talked about that and was like he definitely, I think, had it was either scared his girlfriend or like made it uncanny on playing it. Let me see. Yeah, low key traumatizing my girlfriend with it. It's funny. But yeah, that was the main thing. But I'm sure with a lot of like extra time and probably just in general, like if we had a better grasp on everything, then I'm sure it would have come out much better. But we definitely had a good artist on our team, or that we ended up getting, and Nick did really good with the descriptions too. for what we needed.
Was that for the game that we were doing?
Yeah, for I know it was like on a battle. I'm trying to remember the game. I'm trying to remember the name. I hate that I don't remember the name, but I know I remember the project name is like Project Battlemaster.
Yeah.
I
That was the
just-
top down bullet hell that we did.
Yeah. That we ended up doing. I think it was like 4 levels, 3 or 4 levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were constrained on time. We were gonna do more, but
Well, if you ever need a playtester.
oh, absolutely. Any play.
Probably in the future. I mean, like I'm after like I get like a steady schedule and everything, I'm probably gonna try to start like making my own stuff and everything, and then like sending some stuff to Otto and being like, hey, make this look better.
Yeah.
Fix my code for me real quick because
Do
it's
this
atrocious.
thing.
Yeah, I
I'm too
got you.
lazy.
I got you. I can.
Like you have no idea how many times I'd be like, Otto, I got it to work, and he'd be like, how did you get it to work? I don't know. Can you make it look better?
I got it to work. Please help me make it better.
And it would be like
that gives me a question though. Like,
Mhm.
have Otto, have you ever like Herv gives you something and you're like, and he's like, make it look better. So you try to make it look better and you end up breaking something and you're like, I don't know what I did.
It has happened at least once or twice where I'm like, I'm trying to do the thing to make it work, but it just breaks. I'm like, okay, I'll just try and at least go through. But what's up, Spud Boy? What's up, Sedi?
Hi.
what's up, man?
Hello.
Open.
Yeah, for the one nerd, Lydia has not met the Spud Boy. This is the Spud Boy. Spud Boy, this is Lydia. This is another
How's
good
it
friend of
going?
mine from another friend group.
Hi.
Hi.
I assume you're Irish because you're Spud Boy.
Nope.
Well, my headcanon is you're Irish anyway. Congratulations, you became Irish because of me.
I have some Scottish heritage. Is that good enough?
No, Irish.
I had asked that before too, but
Yeah.
Only Irish or nothing. You go all in or you don't go in at all.
Fair enough.
Anyway, hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah,
but yeah, going back on the thing that you were saying, like me giving Otto just some random bit of code and just be like, it's working, can you fix it? I must have done it like almost like 5 times during the project, and then he would take
Yeah.
it and he'd be like, all right, it looks better, but it's not working anymore.
Yeah, I definitely
I
had a
broke
couple of
it,
them,
I
like,
don't
made
know what
sure-
I did.
Undertale ass code.
We would go, like I'd go back into it, like we'd be in class and we would just sit there and we'd be staring at it for a second. I'm like, figured it out. He's like, what was it? You forgot to put parentheses in there.
Yeah, 'cause
He
I
would
know
it would look like he was about to flip the desk. He'd
Yeah,
put
I
the
was about to
parenthesis in
flip my
there
shit.
and then just walk out of the classroom.
I didn't walk out of the classroom. I
Yeah,
was like,
I
I
do
was
that.
about ready to flip my shit, considering it's the one fucking semicolon or one thing.
I was gonna say, has the problem ever been just one semicolon?
It has
Too many
it has.
times.
Yeah, one semicolon or one like curly brace. It's been curly
Yeah.
braces, semicolons, and parentheses usually. Has
Do you
been
remember
the
when we
problem.
did we had this one where it was supposed to be a greater than or less than?
Yes.
But we had an equals to, right?
Yes. That I
So
remember
it completely
too.
threw off the entire code.
Yeah, it threw it off, and it had to be that. It couldn't be like it had to be that.
This
And
is
it
why I
didn't.
like visual coding.
Which is valid. I know I can't do visual coding. It's not been fun for me doing visual coding, but I understand the logic and everything behind it. I
It's
just suck
easier
at
to
following
think
it.
about.
Yeah, I just suck at following it, considering that's been
Yeah.
a whole ordeal in and of itself. And I'm like,
Also,
so how do you
how to
connect? Oh,
check DMs?
yo, looking schmancy.
That's gonna be the PC, the main dude, I think.
Nice.
Although that's just the main armor set. I might mess around with like the base model and everything a little more. But yeah,
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
I want to be part of this conversation too. Yeah, that looks really cool, dude. Good job.
Hold on, I'll put it in. I'll put it in the
Yeah, you
podcast.
can put
Just
it
sit here in the
you do.
background.
It's
Cool.
gonna look great, whatever it is.
I've been trying to figure out a personal project thing just for the fuck's sake. Why not of it?
Yeah, I have it up on a
'cause-
stream as well to show it too.
Because I feel like I always talk about like being
Oh,
involved
gotcha.
in game design stuff, but I never like have gone out of my way to lead a project like that.
Yeah.
So I've been, just soloing a lot of the stuff, trying to figure out, okay, well, if, fuck however ambitious it is or isn't. I just want to see what it would actually take to do
What's
any
with the
of
hole
this.
in the chest?
Oh, it's like a simple thing.
Yeah, just a simple
Fair enough.
like
Hey, it just
It's
has
a
a hole in
dragon
his
nest.
chest. Don't worry
Well,
about it.
if you need a project manager to help you out at any point in time, you know who to call.
Oh, the project managing isn't an issue. The issue is the learning the fucking code.
Oh, that's the easy part. Like YouTube helps so much.
That's what
All
I've
you
been
need,
doing.
all you
It's
need
just great.
is a well-known
And I cry.
Indian man.
because
you
like I got the art, I got the story, got the mechanical structure down. I even figured out that I'm probably going to be using like Unreal for it. I'm doing my best to like realistically tackle the end game problems early so that I don't run into like fucking performance bullshit or polishing mayhem.
Yeah.
But I mean, ideally speaking, it's looking real nice. I just gotta. I'm finally like putting the plans together. I just gotta make the models and start fucking putting something together to at least show concept effectively.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well,
So
I
that's
believe
where
it's
I'm at.
gonna look great.
I appreciate help about it, but I mean, I'm just gonna fucking spearhead as best as I can about it because
I'm just
I
trying to
wanna
give
see if
you.
I can.
I'm just trying to. Man.
Hey, look, you can do my coding for me if you really want to. But I'm not saying.
Think I know anything about
"Ah,
coding? Do you think I know anything about coding?
Well, you probably know more than I do.
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
Realistic.
Jeez.
What's a
What?
semicolon?
That's part of the punctuation structure.
Okay, that
Yeah.
much I know because I'm a linguist. But...
Yeah, exactly.
See, this is the other fun thing about it too. I have like zero professional capability or know-how in terms of this, but that didn't stop insert half of indie devs here.
Yeah, considering they just did whatever they
They
did.
just say
and,
fuck it.
Yeah, did whatever they did, called it a day.
The classic thing of F it, we ball, and hope it sticks.
Literally.
So yeah, this is my attempt of seeing how far I can get with Fuck It We Ball, the game making edition.
Feel it.
First project for the fuck's sake. It's for a first project, it's fucking huge. But I think I'm gonna like make a bunch of test games building up to it just to cover like the individual factors.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is just create just
because there's a lot of
bunch
mechanics
stuff.
going into this.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot because I know you've talked about the whole concept and everything of it. I'm like, holy
it's such a cool
hell!
idea.
It's a cool concept. Don't get me wrong. I love the concept of it.
The only reason I'm doing this, despite being completely unqualified and otherwise stupid to do this, is because I need it. I need the game,
You need it at this point.
and no one's fucking making it.
No man
I
really
feel
said,
that.
fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah,
feel it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so tired of just not having. It's okay for me. It's a very simple idea. It's a game that not many people have thought about or even like gone out of their way to really like make much of. I've seen close examples, and there's one that's been stuck in development hell forever, which I get. But the more they talk about their dev process, the less of a game that I was hoping for it actually is, and I'm like, fuck. So now I'm like, you know what? I don't care if it takes me 5 fucking years. I want this game really badly.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Hi, Sky. Oh, your mom.
The typical couples being typical couples.
Oh,
that is
that's
how
what he
it
was
be.
doing. I thought he was like taking a massive poop.
No.
I'm like, is he good? Is he constipated? What the hell was that?
Nah, he's fine.
I hope so.
They just doing they're doing their thing. But probably
Oh,
back
they're being
to
all
being
all
nostalgic
cute.
Nancies, considering we went off topic on game dev stuff.
Yeah.
There's this funny thing called tangents. We
Of
go
course.
on them a lot.
Yeah, of course it happens. I know I could probably like label it as something later on the thing. Hi Rose. Hello. Welcome. These are all the cool friendos that I have brought together so far.
I'm a cool friendo. I feel happy.
Yeah. But yeah, we're just talking about nostalgic stuff. Yeah, sounds good. I know you guys are probably busy and doing all the other stuff, because I know Blue's with you right now too. Tell him I said hi as well. I'm sure he's
I
probably
don't know this
watching,
man, but I say hello to.
yeah. But yeah, I know you guys have also been trying to get settled in and everything, so... And also, don't mind my sleepy tiredness. I've only gotten like an hour and a half of sleep.
I feel your pain.
Yeah. But yeah, being nostalgic Nancies, how's about the Cartoon Network situation?
Oh man. Here we go.
Yeah, I was sad to hear that when
I'm gonna need to be filled in. I don't know what's going on.
Cartoon Network, if I remember correctly, is being shut down. I don't know what
It already shut down.
It did?
Yeah, so Cartoon
Oh,
Network shut down, and then Paramount just bought all the rights of Cartoon Network, like including Adult Swim and everything.
Dang.
Oh.
That's insane. Yeah, I didn't know that. I knew it was shutting down, but I didn't know it already shut down and got bought out.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's definitely a little crazy.
Yeah, and considering the...
But at least, like, I can say this. At least it was Paramount. So, like, you have, like, with Paramount, you have, like, you know, the Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah.
And, you know, a bunch of other stuff like that. At least it wasn't all-powerful Disney.
Yeah, honestly. I just hope they at least preserve
the entire
it.
station is going to be going down as a whole, or is it
Like, it's still gonna be running. Like, Paramount's gonna be running it.
Yeah, it's just the...
So it's not shutting down or anything. It's just that, like, they're no longer an animation studio at all.
Yeah.
They're not making any new stuff anymore.
But that's like the whole point.
So
it's gonna be nothing but
like reruns forever?
pretty much.
It's a boomerang.
Oh no.
Yeah, which, my god, Boomerang 2 was
That's a rough
another...
end.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Boomerang.
was. I love Boomerang,
That-
but...
That hit me square in the fucking heart
What do
because
you think about that? Like, all those cartoons and everything like that were, like, you know, from the original animation label that they had. It wasn't Cartoon Network, and then Cartoon Network was just those animators that moved over and created their own thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I think is really, really cool. It just sucks that had to come to an end, and now it's literally just reruns now. They're not going to be doing anything too crazy unless Paramount says otherwise of greenlighting anything.
that is sad. End of an era.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
That's
Very much
just
so.
sad.
Especially with Boomerang though. I remember watching like Tom and
Oh,
Jerry and
Absolutely.
Oh, they're still gonna have Tom and Jerry and all of that. Like, it's still gonna be on Paramount, and you can watch all of
It's gonna
that.
be merged.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah.
gonna be the rerun channel.
Yeah, which I've been more curious if they actually would preserve like all of that stuff, because I want that shit preserved, because
I
that
really hope so
is
too.
it is.
I've been
as
really
much of an
thinking about
icon.
physical media preservation a lot more because of shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like if you go on Paramount Plus, like if you have a Paramount Plus subscription, you can go on there now, watch Tom and Jerry, Ed and Eddie, pretty much like anything you can think of, Billy and Mandy, like
Right, but
everything's
it's
on
over
there.
and there's no new shit coming out anytime
Yeah,
soon.
it's not
Yeah.
any. Yeah.
I was watching Adventure Time the other day.
Ooh. I need to watch it, honestly. I
Wait, does
need
that
to...
mean there's not going to be any more like Rebecca Sugar style shit anymore?
No, dude,
No.
it's done.
Maybe,
Yeah, it's all over.
Unfortunately.
maybe if they moved over to a new network or something.
Well, Paramount owns all of the rights to it, so like they would have to go
Well,
through
only
them
one
and get okay.
Not the person.
Well, like all those shows and everything that are on there, like all
Yeah.
all the rights to all those shows and everything are owned by them.
Yeah, that's Paramount property now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can't really do anything unless they get a green light from Paramount to do anything
So weird
more
to
with
think
it. Yeah, so who knows? Which I know also reminding me, Rooster Teeth finally got shut down. I don't know what it was. Was it a week ago? I can double check, but I think it was about a week ago they ended up doing the last thing. But I think Rooster Teeth now is actually shut down. Like there was an announcement of their shutdown like maybe 2 or 3 weeks prior.
Like the 11th or something like that.
I think it
Yeah,
was,
it was
the 11th, so it wasn't even that long ago, because they also got shut down and absorbed
It
by
is the end of their
Warner
investment.
Brothers.
Which we all know who Warner Brothers is, right?
Oh yeah.
Paramount.
So literally, but yeah, they're trying to sell off their IPs as well, because they know it wasn't profitable in any way.
It's like the one that I thought that I think they really should keep is
Alive.
definitely like Ruby. Ruby was the one that made the
Ruby's-
money.
Yeah, Ruby was the one that made the most money. I know they said Red vs. Blue is getting its final season. We're not even sure about Ruby if it's getting its final season, even though they've said they've been working on stuff for that too, kind of. But I think at this point it's uncertain.
Yeah, there it is. They had their final episode for Red versus Blue.
Oh, did they release the the new season already?
Not the entire season, but there's like clips of it. It says that there's clips of it on TikTok right now.
Wow, okay, I need to fucking watch that then, because that's what I want to at least see from like up until the end, because I have watched all the way through. As much as Red vs. Blue has definitely had its ups and downs, or more rather its downs, and coming back to it, I've learned to somewhat appreciate seasons 11 through 13. Personally, I know you really liked all the way up. Wasn't it to season 3?
Like,
season 1 through 3?
Yeah, like it was like halfway through season 3.
Yeah, because I know that was when like they ended up deciding to plop in a storyline at some point.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being like just dudes chatting in a canyon and doing literally nothing but spouting funny jokes.
Best episode ever so far. Like, I still say this. People still fight me over it. Like, I'm still ready to go swinging on this one. The zombie playing episode is still my favorite
that one was
episode
funny.
ever.
That one was funny. I loved the zombie plan one.
Hey, Sarge, you got a zombie plane? Zombie plane? I got like 999 zombie planes.
Still love those, but yeah, it's awful now seeing all of that just come crumbling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kind of wonder what the next.
Don't say it. Don't. Please, no. Knock on wood. Do something. Don't
please,
put that
let's
evil out in the
yeah,
world.
Don't put that out there, Seti. We don't want to have something else.
I'm not saying there should be something else to replace it. I'm saying I wonder what the next. Cool
That's what I'm. Oh, the next cool thing. Okay,
that's
got
cool
you.
thing.
All right,
not
got
the
you.
Next, not the next. I'm not even.
No,
gonna,
don't.
I'm not gonna say it.
replace any specific thing like that. I'm talking more along the lines of like, because there's always going to be a new cool thing to get into, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
obviously it's going to be original.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be original, but of course, like it'll take time too now for people to get used to, just because it's
Oh, for sure. I mean, every Fallen show deserves its mourning period like that.
mhm. Yeah, even these shows, I know it depends because there's some that are really good, and then of course you have like a lot of the other ones that some have tried, some have not really done so well, or have done good in the start and then just flopped later on, like had
Yeah.
promise and then yeah, that's why I feel bad for like some of the shows that come out that have like absolute promise and
Mhm.
then they just dip so hard in the end. It's like, what happened?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like a lot of shows have really, really strong starts sometimes, and then the longer they live, like especially with shonen style shows, like there's a lot of really good examples that are like, okay, cool, we got past the bare minimum. Now we got to figure something else to do since the plot's basically over. Fuck. And it's just like the dumbest shit known to man for like another 50 seasons straight or something. And I'm like,
Exactly.
were you ever intending to like close up the plot, or is this like a horrid abomination continuation? You know,
The
some
magical
some
world of
shows,
today, kids, is filler.
yeah,
Or the
some
funny beach
some
episode that
shows,
every manga
How
anime
could
has
we
to have.
forget the
Yeah,
beach episode?
right?
Yeah, that's a
Some
thing.
shows just need to stay dead when they're
just
so
not
good.
have. Yeah.
Well,
I don't
some
know.
of them you
There's
need to beat to death so it actually ends.
Right.
like we were just talking about like One Piece and how like the creator was talking about how next year 2025 will be the last year of episodes for One Piece.
I kind of hope so in that sense, like in the context that we're talking. But in the other sense, every time I hear something like that, someone dies and then it just can't be finished.
Dang, yeah,
Yeah,
because that
like
reminds me a lot of. Do you want to go ahead?
no, I was gonna say like Akira Toriyama,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dragon Ball, like
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
still
Although to be fair, Dragon Ball should have ended like right before the Frieza
no,
fight.
never, never.
Dang.
GT is now canon now because of all the other stuff that they made. So
Because of all the other craziness.
yes,
I'm gonna
Or,
start crying.
Y'all are gonna be fighting over that.
Yeah.
like we got what was it? I got into an hour and a half like argument with like a really close friend of mine, and we were just arguing about Dragon Ball.
Over.
It was like it was a really good really good argument. Like nobody was like throwing stuff at each other, but it was
Yeah.
just like Goku Super Saiyan 4 Goku is better. Nuh-uh.
Right.
Super Saiyan blue hair right now is the best one ever. No. Ultra Instinct. Like that was like an hour and a half battle
Oh
just
my
between like
God.
three of us.
Oh my God.
Well, that must have been fun, and that must have gone nowhere.
It was fantastic because like at the end of it, it was just like, listen, let's agree to disagree and just be and end it at this. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is still better. And they're like, all right, that's it, I'm done. And we all just walked away.
I think the coldest take I have in that kind of conversation is probably that FMA had one of the best conclusions, like FMA Brotherhood,
Yeah.
and one of the best conclusions that an anime could have. Like it was great. It was wrapped up in a good brief amount of time. There wasn't any craziness. The craziness that wasn't like some insane Evangelion style nonsense, but it was like still eldritch and crazy enough to be like, oh, that's the everything going on. I will say these things very openly and willingly because it's still my favorite when it comes to all of the shonen or just anime in general. Like Full Metal Alchemist is pretty up there for me. But that doesn't mean there haven't been some very close contenders more recently. Although weirdly enough, um, moving from the topic of nostalgia more to more new style things, because I haven't really been watching anime in a very long time.
Yeah, same.
Um, some of the more recent stuff has been like shitpost isekais.
Oh
Like
my
the
Come
fucking
on,
god.
there's a few good ones out there.
there's some really good ones, and that's what shocks me is that they're really good.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Which was
It's
funny
amazing
was
what some people can do when they just take an idea and it's just
Warning you
been
all.
like, all right.
shitpost isekai
yeah,
was
funny considering like I've been what is it? Not
the-
isekai but more what is it?
yeah.
Being a fucking sucker for romance shit. I
Oh,
went
jeez.
down the rabbit hole of
Online
AI speaking
Amazon
YouTubers going over like whatever mangas that pop up, and I'm like, fuck, why did I get into this rabbit hole? But at the same time, I'm like, there's some of them that are so good, and then I know at one point where there's one that I was just like, damn it. Funny thing is, I found a video of someone doing a thing of Mysterious Girlfriend X, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll use this to listen to try and go to sleep. And I'm like, wait, fuck, why did I get interested back in it? And that's how I didn't sleep. Like that was literally the day I was.
I
Like,
was
I'm
gonna
just
ask,
listen
is
to it
that
to
why you
sleep.
didn't go to bed?
Yeah, that's part of the
Okay,
reason.
Otto.
I was like, fuck, I wanted to like, cause I already knew what was going on in the whole show. I was like, I'm just gonna leave this as background noise. But I'm like, wait, fuck, why am I so wanting to
Now I'm
look at this
invested.
again? Like,
It's such a weird show,
which
dude.
it
Okay,
was wild, but I was like,
like
why?
Otto, you remember the conversation that we were
Yeah.
having like just last week in our general chat?
Yes,
about
about
fucking,
yeah, the hear me outs.
hear me outs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Yeah,
bringing
good
bringing
lord.
that show up again was like it brought PTSD in the weirdest way.
Yeah,
Jeez, that
like
bad.
literally seeing like the scenes too. I was like, "There's no way
Yeah,
they
it got
literally had
intense.
this happen." Yeah, like there's
It got
no
weirdly
way.
intense.
Yeah, I'm like
For those who haven't seen that show,
basic
you
TLDR.
have to watch it once. You don't have
Yeah.
to like it, but you have to watch it through once.
Basic TLDR is saliva. That'll be the basis of the
Yeah.
entire anime that you will see.
Ah,
Candy scissors.
Yeah, and panty scissors, but most
Excuse me?
of the entire anime, you're just gonna see people swapping spit
lemons
every
and
single episode.
and candy scissors.
oh
It's a fucking
no.
Every
show.
single episode, without fail, at least once.
Definitely the weirdest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Why do you
Yeah,
have
and-
to make me curious now? God damn it.
and said it was the one that had me watch all of it too, and I
That was
already
way
knew all
back
what was happening.
too.
Yeah, way back,
Hey,
like
what is it called?
Mysterious Girlfriend X.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, like as soon as you said it, I'm just like, oh no, I'm probably
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
save this for later and watch it later.
Oh wait, I know about
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
I like how the first thing that comes up when I Google it is Mysterious Girlfriend X will ruin your life.
You'll definitely
That's
see
the-
things differently.
That's the first thing that comes up when I Google it.
You will definitely see things differently after
That's
watching it. Like,
a minimum.
yeah, minimum of probably how many
Dude.
kinks did we say? Like 5 or 7
Minimum
kinks
5.
at minimum.
Like there's
Yeah,
there's the knife play shit. There's the fucking
of course, spit. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
biggest one.
the weird amount of like just general bodily fluid. And
It's-
then there's like the fucking
Oh, yeah,
jeez,
because
voyeurism type shit.
This anime is not for the faint of heart.
it is definitely
Watch at your
not.
own risk.
Yeah, it
I'm
is not. And here we
I'm like
are.
so curious and so scared to watch this now.
It's weird because
Just-
it's not X-rated either. It's
It is.
entirely within visible context. Now, I wouldn't watch it in front of like a family
Yeah,
member.
no,
or
you
something.
don't want to watch it in front of like family or even like, you
It's
know,
not porn, which is weird.
it's just weird. Yeah, this is like
I like how you
Gotcha.
had. I like how you had to clarify that it's not porn. It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
it's just
weird.
weird anime.
Get your head out of the gutter, all of you people listening.
No,
Yeah, just because
it's like
just
fully
because
in
they're
the gutter.
kissing a lot, you know.
yeah.
Right, it's
Whatever.
rightfully in the gutter, but it's just fucking like I go watch it. I should
Yeah,
be able to.
like there's no need to have to try and explain it. Once you see like the first episode, you will know, and you will not want
You'll
to
know.
stop watching. Because that's why I was hating myself for listening to it. Because I was like, I already know. But then I was like,
already-
fuck, I got my
Wait,
interest caught back. Fuck.
Did you listen to the dub or the sum of it?
It was the
Because
sum of
makes
it. It was like 44 minutes.
Okay,
of...
good.
Yeah, it was
Because
44
it makes
minutes.
the difference.
Yeah. It's like literally they did mention like in the different parts of like the summary as well, like they didn't say like it as a kink, but it was more of like just the added new thing, and I'm like, oh my god. And then after the video I was like, why did I watch all of the rest of that? Why did I do this?
You
I
feel
already-
ashamed and dirty.
Yeah, I felt dirty after. I was like, I already have known I had this just in the back of my mind. I was like, I understand all of it. I'll just
Right.
put it. Yeah, but
Oh.
God. I don't know why I did that to myself.
Because it's funny.
It's funny. I think it's funny, but good lord, it's. Oh my god. I can't.
I feel so sorry for you.
Don't worry about it. It's not like I watched
It was-
the
it
whole
was a
second
choice.
time, but it was by choice that I watched the
It was
summary.
it was a choice, but it was the wrong one from the sounds of it.
Correct.
It was definitely the wrong choice, but it was 100% a choice and something that I regret staying up for any reason.
Tisk tisk.
Yeah, but good lord.
Jeez.
So before we go on another tangent, nostalgia, am I right?
Yeah, so nostalgic
Well, that was
Nancies, am I
I'm
right?
fucking off.
Nostalgia. Here, I got you. So I know it's a few generations off, but like the whole like, so Pokemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
how Ash is no longer in Pokemon, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
Pretty weird.
he
died.
No, he didn't die. I'm pretty sure.
He didn't die.
I'm
Nah,
pretty
he's
sure
dead.
he became the Pokemon
So-
master.
No, he woke up from his coma.
So
That's what-
like, so
that's
like,
what-
you know, so you know how like, you know, the whole time he was like, you know, I want to be a Pokemon master, and then like it's you follow his journey the entire time. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie to you, he like, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, I mean, it's already been out for like almost a year now, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna say it anyways. He ends up becoming Pokemon master.
That's what I.
He wins the entire thing, and then like that was it. They wanted to end it there, and then like so they play the Pokemon theme song while he's like when he gets like the trophy and everything like that, and he raises it up, and then it shows
Ooh.
like all the Pokemon from like the original ones that he caught, and he let them go, and
Ooh.
all the way up to the ones that he has now, bro. That scene hit
Oh.
so hard, bro. I
Oh
was
my
crying.
God.
And my kids are sitting there, they're just like, Daddy, are you
Like,
okay?
what's wrong?
Like,
It's like,
come on,
literally,
dude.
you've been through this man's entire journey, seeing his
Yeah.
Pokemon let go and brought in and all this, and it's just, yeah, no, it's a wave of nostalgia. I'm glad to hear they did that, because that is actually
You
really
have to
nice.
watch it. You have to watch the
Yeah.
last episode, only because like it hits so hard. Like it hits so hard, but it's so good because it's not a feeling of like sadness, like oh my god, like it's not good. It's like oh my god, I was here for it. Like
I
he
was
did it.
here.
He
It
achieved
literally
his dreams.
is. I was here.
The I was here.
I was
Yes,
here.
absolutely. It's really cool. I'm probably gonna look at the last episode if I can find
Yeah.
For podcasting purposes, a streaming site that allows me to watch it. That's something to the realm of Crunchyroll. Let's just say that.
Crunchyroll.
Completely,
Yeah,
completely legal.
Yeah, Crunchyroll.
Or like, I mean, they have the like the last season. I think it's the last 2 or 3 seasons on Netflix.
Okay, then yeah,
So
I could probably see it looking at either of those and just actually go through and watch it. And I know I probably won't have seen everything, but I'll definitely think I'll be satisfied seeing that end scene. I actually want to look at it because that's a nice memorial to all of that.
yeah, it was. And then like they have another kid. His name's Go. He's supposed to be like the kind of version of like the Pokemon Go type character.
Oh, yeah.
And then like how you do like the raid battles and everything like that in Pokemon Go, he pretty much does that.
Okay.
They have Gary involved in it. It's pretty cool.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah, the new episodes, like if you haven't seen the new episodes yet, they're not bad. You have to meet Captain Pikachu. That's right, you heard me. Captain Pikachu. They have a
He's
Pikachu.
one of the best characters in that show.
It's like him and the Charizard. Charizard is definitely a badass in there too.
Nice.
But yeah, it's pretty good. It hit pretty hard, like on the nostalgia. Like if you've watched every episode or like seen a bunch of them from the beginning and then you watch that, it's like it'll hit you pretty hard.
Yeah, you will understand. That was the same way with reminded me of me and Arby and the Chief when that ended, which was literally a year ago, if not a little over a year ago now. But definitely, I will say I had the exact same effect with when what was it? John ended up ending the show, and literally he was basically shown as like because again it's been over a year, but basically shown as this god figure, and the toys actually talk to him like, why the fuck did you put us through all of this for so long and all this and that. Like, although I will say it was, not gonna lie, that shit got emotional real quick. I was like, there's no way, but that was probably some of the most tears, which is surprising that I have cried of any sort of show, because it was good. I love the beginning where how funny it was, and then of course the tone shift of where it got serious. But John's a really good like cinematic dude. Like, he definitely understands like cinematography and everything really well, and he's done amazing work with Arby and the Chief. He just did the first episode of, I'm trying to fuck, why am I forgetting all this shit all of a sudden? Literally CJG, where was it? He literally just aired the fucking episode. Hard Justice, that's it. He relaunched Hard Justice, and I haven't gotten to watch all of it. I'm gonna watch it probably after the podcast, probably before I end up going to sleep. But so far, just seeing the trailer of it before actually watching it, it's got that same humor that's really good, and even like just the stuff in general, like just the way that it hits is so good. And of course, it's like an hour long for Hard Justice episode 1, and even all of like the later episodes of Arby and the Chief literally are like movie length films, basically.
Right.
And like it basically left me wanting more, but of course the ending definitely satisfied a lot for the end of Arby and the Chief. And he said he's still doing stuff even after. It's just gonna be more like special episodes rather than like, you know, anything to be a part of the main story. Just something funny to shove out there from, you know, whatever they end up doing. But yeah, I know the ending of that definitely hit hard. And then even watching the after stream, dude, too, like, I was like, fuck, man. The feels definitely hit me. But overall, it's very good. you can definitely watch through the first maybe 4 seasons within like not even like a day, because the episodes there used to be like super short. Of course, they were like low quality. I think he has them up on his channel that are like of higher quality and everything, so you could watch literally all of them from
Right.
season 1, season 2, season 3, and season 4. There's people that have put full entire like seasons on their channel to be able to watch it, but definitely hasn't been longer than what was it? First season's definitely not longer than 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure, if not a little under an hour. And then same thing with like season 2 and season 3. Season 4 is where it kind of starts to ramp up a little bit and be about an hour, hour and a half, and then season 5 kind of ramps up to about 2, and then so forth. And then I'm pretty sure season 7 is like almost half a day, considering the amount of runtime per episode is insane. Like, I don't know
That's
if
impressive.
I don't know if anyone's done anything yet for all the episodes of season 7, but I guarantee you it would probably be either, it might actually be a day, an entire 24-hour day to watch from start to finish of season 7 without any ad breaks and, no cutaways or no cuts to credits or anything.
A hell of an accomplishment to put out
It is
that much
insane.
content.
Yeah, he put that out, but it was over the course of, I think, 4 or 5 years, because he's been having his own ups and downs. But I was definitely anticipating each of the next episodes that he put out during that time. Like, just the thing is, for me too, it feels like you had to be there to have seen like the anticipation, and especially the final episode. It was a rush. It was like you had to kind of be there moment for some of them too, because it's like there's no way. Like, there's so many surprises in season 7 that I didn't even expect to see happen, but were really, really good, and just got me so shocked. Like, probably the most in any show that I have ever thought of being surprised by. Like, then again, it had been years, but with one of the characters in there that caught me so much by surprise, because I was like, I didn't see them for so long, and then they come back and it's like, yo, like, I was literally like screaming at the top of my lungs. Like, there was no way that they came back, but they did.
Right.
I was so fucking happy to see them again. It was again, it was like you had to be there to be able to see the live. The lives were insane to be able to see, because even the reactions too from people were absolutely insane. And I'm probably thinking of going through and potentially watching all of it again, but I don't know if I want to record my reactions again or not. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
kind
no,
of
it's...
wonder what show I'd like intensively freak out about, like a continuation of.
Yeah, because this was like
Oh, you
the
know what?
most... That one was the
This
most, but yeah.
this is gonna make me seem stupid as fuck, but I would love to see like uh continuation of Avatar, specifically with Aang's crew, but they're just adults going through their life, because they already have the plot down through the comics and everything,
Yeah, because I was remembering, wasn't that
which I've
something
looked
that
at a
was...
couple of. But
Yeah, I thought there was something about that potentially happening.
yeah, why wouldn't it be cool as fuck to have like a show continuation of that?
That would be nice to have that in between, to be able to see what they did before
Yeah, because
Legend of Korra.
Korra honestly just kind of felt like a fan fiction.
Honestly, it definitely felt like a fan fiction. I'm sure some people are probably gonna fight on that fact, and I'm gonna be like, yeah,
I'm sure you do you, Korra fans, but
yeah, you have your fun. It's okay.
it was all right. It was okay. It wasn't like the end of the world or anything, but it was all right.
Yeah.
I still definitely prefer original series, as most people do. I think.
Oh, of course, yeah. I
Yeah,
definitely
seeing a continuation of the Aang crew would be really fucking sick. Or better yet, get fucking Kyoshi's story into a series. That'd be pretty sick.
That would be interesting. Yeah, get some of the previous
Avatar Kyoshi.
yeah, the
Fucking
previous
the,
avatars.
the hyper murderous avatar.
Right.
Oh, dude. Or better yet, this is something I've talked about a couple of times with a couple of people. Um, I get why James Cameron wants to do the other Avatar, the Blue People Avatar, so bad, but
Mhm.
he's doing it wrong. He shouldn't be focusing on the plot factor of it at all. It should just be like a nature documentary, the Spec Evo project he's super proud of. Because
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
I
that
can
would
relate
be
to the wanting to show off a cool world and its environment, but it's entirely ruined by
by the
the plot, the
yeah,
movie.
the basic plot. Yeah, I think it would be cool just to have that sort of like it could be disguised as like a
Yeah,
documentary or
get fucking
something,
David
but
Attenborough or something on it,
yeah, and just have him like read out this script of how all the blue
Today
people
we
do.
see the native wildlife of Pandora. That'd be fucking sick. I'd watch
That
the
would
shit
be
out of that.
that would be cool, honestly. I think I'd rather watch that as much as I,
Someone get me James Cameron's number.
watch that actually soar up to be higher than the
Oh,
original
dude,
Avatar. That would be
I'd do that
wild.
shit.
Yeah, that would be
I'd love
wild.
to do that
Oh yeah.
because the best part is he's a good inspiration for a lot of people who've been working in the speculative evolution crowd, and that's kind of the group of people who I like hanging out with because they like make really cool alien designs and have really cool planets and general stories of and cool philosophy on how like sapience works, and it's really neat to get into, and it's definitely one of my hyper fixations if ever there was one. But
Mhm.
to see it done right would be a service, and if I could make James Cameron feel a little better by telling him it's okay to just to make it a world documentary rather than trying to pull some plot of it. Like I get the plot thing. I get that it's an apology for Alien, even though the whole point of Alien was, you know, the opposite of what people took it as. Or not Alien. Fucking shit. What's the movie? Fuck. What is it? Starship Troopers. That's the fucker.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Which
yeah, apologizing for the effects of Starship Trooper, even though the whole point was to be an anti-war thing. Like I get it. I completely get why he did the things he did and why they were talking about the things the way they did, and that audiences aren't really keen to pick up on subtle things like that. But uh,
yeah, which reminded me about my coworker talking about Starship Troopers too, and I was like, comedy can be cool too, but yeah,
like
no.
people take it as a oh yeah Marines fuck yeah, but it's meant to be a very anti-war thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to fucking work on the the fucking Pandora documentary shit. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be cool just to have that
I'd do that.
whole
I'd put that on a resume.
absolutely that'd be nice and just, actually
I'll,
go through
I'll
the
fucking
world.
call up the dude who does all the Subnautica designs and shit and be like, dude, we need,
Yes,
I need you.
do
We
do
need,
the
we need to
thing.
make this right. We need to make a cool ass fucking Spec Evo introduction to
Yes.
mass media. Like, could you imagine how fucking cool it'd be to have like pop culture introduced to uh like Spec Evo projects and stuff? Because I genuinely think right now the best we've got is like Alien and Subnautica. That's those are like the two biggest things I think.
Mhm.
So yeah, having fucking a Pandora documentary would be huge. That'd be great.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, real quick, because I feel bad. My brother has barely said more than maybe 5 words out of the entire podcast. Probably gonna
Hello.
gonna put you on
Consciousness.
but yeah, I'm gonna put you a little bit on the spotlight.
Yeah,
What?
blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on
You're on the
blast.
pedestal now. Say
Uh,
things.
All
Hey,
right.
But yeah,
thanks.
what stuff are you like, for the most part, like nostalgic about? Doesn't matter like what it is or like anything, of course, that comes to mind to you.
I've had this one in mind for a while. Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh hell yeah,
That's
love it.
kind of funny with the topic of zombies kind of making the rounds again.
Yeah,
it's been wild watching the whole journey kind of from start to finish. Because I know I kind of joined in on the tail end of World at War,
Right.
right as like Duries came out.
Mhm.
And so when they kind of took it into Black Ops 1 and they were finally starting to make this story, and I mean, me, I'm like, what, 7, 8 years old? I'm just playing it because the ray gun's cool. But then
Sure.
following it through, once I hit Black Ops 3, I was super invested in it. And honestly, hot take, because I know a lot of people don't like the story of 3 and 4, I thought the story of 3 was very interesting and very engaging. It was
Cool.
all over the place, but one of the things that was nice was that it sort of turned this whole, one-sided thing of, oh, you're playing as the bad guy and the bad guys are going to win, to now you're kind of playing both fronts, because all of the work that you put in with the original crew versus basically having the same people, but going, no, we got to clean this up, run it back to square one, we're getting rid of the zombies, we're putting everything right. And then Black Ops 4 hits, and they just undid all of that. They said,
Damn.
Screw all the progress we made with trying to get the good ending. We're killing off all the characters. Spoiler warning, but it's been out for years.
After
They
after
killed
like years.
everybody off. The old group, the new group, everybody. And then you think, well, that's a pretty shitty way to end it, but I mean, hey, at least it's kind of, there was a sacrifice made to make it towards the good ending. And then they made Cold War. And I flipped my collective shit when that hit. Because all they did was they went, all right, this story's over. Now let's dig the grave back up and go, whoa, what's going on, guys? Oh, the zombies are here. That's crazy.
They just took a fat fucking hit and said, all right, what do we got here?
All right, what's going on, boys? Do we got a zombie infestation? Do we got to come back and eradicate again? Considering we tried to stop it
again the 5th time.
Yep. But it gets so much worse because I've been keeping up with even the Modern Warfare stuff, and oh god.
I did not like the Modern Warfare zombies the way they did it. It was it was not fun.
Because I've heard a lot of people kind of turn around on the I can't remember what they called the game mode, but it was basically like fighting bugs instead of the zombies.
The infection bullshit.
What's it in Ghosts? That you fought like...
Yeah, it was in Ghosts.
Yeah. I've
heard a lot of people turn around on that. But one of the things that they've been doing with... God, what are they calling it now? They like abandoned the game mode after like 2 or 3 seasons, and they're only doing like occasional updates to it. But I guess they're just calling it zombies. But they realized with Cold War that the formula they had for... I think they called it Outlast, or God, I can't remember either.
It probably was Outlast from remembering it, but I couldn't tell you because
Outbreak. That's what it was. That ended up being their most popular burst for zombies, and they went, we could milk this till our company dies. And that's essentially the motive they've had for the entire series so far. So there's no more of, Rick Coffin, Nikolai, Takeo, all of them, they're all gone. There's pretty much like nothing left of them. You're just playing as cookie cutter operator, and it sucks because I miss the old stuff.
I agree. I liked the Black Ops.
Well, they kind of concluded the plot with the old characters too.
Well, and I mean, to be fair, they concluded it, I think, a total of
7 times or whatever.
Yeah, it was 3 times with the end of Victus being in Black Ops 2.
Yes.
And then they concluded it a second time with Primus in Black Ops 3, before then bringing them back again for all the extra stuff in 4, including all of them. And then they just said, screw it.
That's why I'm glad I stopped it.
Money.
That's why I'm glad I stopped at 3 for the zombies mode. I was not a fan of what they did with zombies after that. I wasn't even a fan of what they did with the new gunplay changes in COD. I hated it.
They're awful.
Yeah,
Everything
no,
about
the
the new game is awful.
because personally, hot take for a lot of people who play the new Call of Duty, the new gunplay is absolute ass. I hate it. I like the old
100%.
gunplay that they'd had so much better. And it just felt so much cleaner. As much as like the new sound
It's
effects and
because it's
everything,
what we're
but
used to,
it's
you know.
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. I hate it so much.
It's not a clean gameplay.
Yeah, it doesn't feel
No, and
clean.
it's all driven by meta now too. It's all
Ugh.
relying on meta builds and whatever's pretty much the newest
Yeah.
gun. Whoever
You know,
can
a
get through the
game
quickest
just
to find
loses 99% of its fun value when metas.
metas
emerge.
introduced. Yeah.
and it's all that everyone runs because you'll hop into, you know, Warzone and either you're fighting people who are cheating, and of course they're using the meta weapons, or you're fighting against
Oh,
people who
auto.
pay for the dark skins
You-
and hide the
You
corner.
want some nostalgia related to metas?
Oh, go for it.
Remember our last conversation about different types of video game metas and stuff,
Yeah.
and how I tend to play what's called anti-metas.
Yes.
I will actively go out of my way to invent an entirely new play style of the game, purely for the fuck it.
Oh, absolutely. It's great because then people who
My
actually
favorite-
play get pissed at you for doing that.
Yeah, because it's a shit post. My favorite one still is definitely gonna be, like, I've unironically considered like reinstalling Destiny purely
Oh, yeah.
to do the medieval run again.
God, because that would be insane. To
It's
honestly
so
do.
fucking stupid, and I love
Because
it.
the thing is, Warlord's Ruin in that dungeon, you could do like literally only bows, glaives, and swords.
Oh yeah, I can do
And
like
that would be-
75% of the dungeons and shit easy, but you know, it's the grind.
It's
And
the
once you get the armor kit you're looking for and all the weapons and stuff, you're like, well, I've completed my thing. Now I just am here,
exactly,
I guess.
yeah. That's really how it's been for me for a while, just because of, you know, I literally have everything aside from being able to do the what is it, that Pantheon game mode, and when me and my
Right.
brother recently came out from that with not even getting past the first boss on the third part, just because like we had people that didn't know what they were doing, or
Right.
ended up just having like such off loadouts that didn't really help with it, because it's more for the serious rather than for just casual. If it's a casual thing, I would not have cared. I would have been like, run
Right.
literally whatever. I will run what I want to run. You can run literally whatever you want to run. But
Exactly.
that's the thing, is Pantheon, to me, I find it more serious. And
Mhm.
any other raids, literally do whatever you want as long as you're at least able to contribute something.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's still fun though, regardless, because there's people that have done like what is it, just like off meta builds, like what is it, people did stasis, like literally just doing crystal shatter damage, but they were all like in a team that already knew like everything that was going on, and pretty much have done the runs before. They just had that, they just needed to get like everything else down. But
Right.
that kind of stuff would be just as fun too, just have like a sort of challenge
Mhm.
to make it more fun. But yeah,
Yeah, that is fair. I do a lot of like, I guess you could call them challenge type gameplay.
yeah, it is definitely a
especially-
challenge with the medieval run. It absolutely is, and would be interesting to see. I know any of the dungeons 100% you can do with.
I think that logic also applies to other games I play too. Like, I know you don't play nearly as much, but Minecraft has a few funny options
Oh, absolutely.
that I like messing around with too.
I know
like,
you. I know you've talked a lot about McHeck, which is literally
Yes,
just
McHeck.
the one,
the
one,
prime example.
the one thing being, wasn't it like a nether-based biome? But
Yeah, it's the Soul Sand biome. It's a single biome. it's either a single biome world or a cave biome world where it's all Soul Sand Valley, and it has to be specifically like that update where the new Nether stuff was introduced
Yeah.
and just before Caves and Cliffs, so that the world generation doesn't get fucky when you try to single biome one of the Nether biomes.
Yeah.
So it's like 1.16 point whatever. But God, it's unironically made me think about how I play Minecraft in so many new ways, because it's a different game at that rate.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you really wouldn't think about how valuable certain things are when there's no ore to mine, you know?
Yeah, just trying to survive throughout the world while,
It's very wild.
getting
I
shot
totally
at.
recommend it for anyone who's into like weird gameplay experiences like that.
Absolutely.
I do enjoy my masochistic survival too, which is part of it. That is definitely, and I will openly and willingly admit, that is a huge part of it, is just masochistic survival games, survival craft games.
That is true, though mine is completely different with Destiny. Considering that
Yeah,
is
I
my
just have an
masochistic
addiction.
tendency. Yeah, it is just an addiction. Because again,
Yeah,
they brought me back.
you have Destiny grinding. That's your
Yeah,
masochism.
well, it's that, and they brought me back until after the final shape and all that stuff, and then I know I'm gonna be taking time away from that. Maybe aside from like if people want to like do raiding or need help doing whatever, but that's about it. I'm not really gonna hop on and do anything after because
Right.
once the thing
I
completes,
mean, you could always get him in contact with Palms or something, and Palms will
Oh,
take
yeah.
care of it. But you know,
Oh yeah. That is true. I know it'll only just be to help. That's it. I'm not gonna play
Yeah.
grind. Or
Although
do
to be
anything
fair,
crazy.
you and Palms both have like the exact same fucking schedule. I think.
Yeah, we do. It's just we haven't contacted each other in a while to play. Because I know I've seen them on, and I'm just like, shit. Because I feel bad if I like interrupted them, or I'm pretty sure vice
Sure.
versa. They think the same thing, but
Oh yeah.
It's that,
for sure.
that third shift grind.
yeah,
Mhm.
the third shift grind and trying to actively stay awake.
Right.
But yeah, no, I do have my ways to actively have fun in
Mhm.
Destiny, but
It's just sometimes you gotta make your own challenge, you know?
exactly.
It's more fun that way sometimes.
That's why Nuzlockes are so popular, especially in Pokemon.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah, that's like one of the few instances where I really come back to Pokemon too.
Do that way too much.
I've been interested in Jaden's Nuzlocke whenever she does those too. I've seen her
Yeah.
do all those, and especially when they're like animated too. I never got to watch like the streams and everything, but seeing like all of that, it just gets me interested in seeing like how
I should
all of it
I should
happened.
get Sky to do some Nuzlocking.
Oh,
That'd
yeah.
be pretty funny.
I'd be
It's like
curious.
I want to do one again.
I'd be curious considering what is it, because I'm someone that's never really had too much Pokemon experience aside from like of course Go, but I also have played like maybe a one or two, if I remember.
Yeah.
But it was like a ROM. I think one of them was a ROM that was like
I,
I'm trying to remember
my
what
thing
that
is
ROM
kinda
was.
similar. Like I played very casually up until about like Black and White. Diamond and Pearl was kind of like the main stuff I got involved in, although I did have like Coliseum too.
Yeah.
I never really got like the gist of the gameplay, like how the strategy actually works until like I was fucking 20.
Jeez.
Because it was actually Bunches who kind of helped me understand
Yeah.
how it worked.
Which
Because
I'm
Bunches
curious.
is super into that.
Yeah, I'm curious too because I want to actually see, and I might be.
Yeah, Bunches and Bunny.
Yeah, I
both
might be
super
someone
into
that would be curious of what is it? Just doing a Nuzlocke but having no prior information on.
Oh, they would absolutely do that shit with you if you
Oh,
asked
absolutely.
them.
Yeah, I think that
Like
would be interesting.
you wouldn't
to
even
see.
need to like schedule it. They'd just be like, okay, let's do it right now.
All right, right now we're doing your Pokemon Nuzlocke, and literally, because I would have no information, but that would be probably
What
interesting
if-
for them to watch.
You know, it'd be really funny. Since you and I are generally clueless about how Pokemon works, what if the
Yeah.
two of us did like a Nuzlocke?
Oh, that would be funny. Just
You both do a Souls a
Yeah,
typical
Souls.
Souls lock.
Yeah, exactly.
oh god, yeah.
If you guys do this, I need to be there for this.
Yes.
I want to watch
Would,
this.
would people who like hardcore like and watch Pokemon enjoy watching like?
I'm sure
two
they'd
complete
probably. Yeah,
amateurs?
they would probably be like, "What the fuck?" They'd probably be fucking screaming at us, like, "What
That's
are
kind
you
of the
doing?"
joy of it for some people, though.
I'm pretty sure Bunny and I would definitely enjoy watching you guys suffer through that.
Yeah. You
Is
and Bunny
that like a
definitely would
stream
watch.
event, or is that like a hangout in Discord?
That can
call?
be a
Both.
hangout. That can be a hangout.
could
or
be both.
Yeah, I could probably do that. I could probably see.
I think we
about
may
doing
need
that
to
as
schedule
a-
that.
That one would have to be
Well-
more scheduled, but if anything,
We'll,
like,
we'll be like, okay, don't explain how the mechanics work, but set it up for us, and we'll just fucking suffer about it.
exactly, because I want to make sure that every one of you guys are there, because I know I'll be available during.
Oh yeah,
all
we'll
week
make
and-
announcements and pings and
Yeah,
all that
exactly,
stuff.
and then and then I can see about doing that for either it can be for my channel, or I could just probably do it on
could do a
Shiggles
collab.
and yeah, I could just probably do it also on Shiggles and Giggles too, and just have that as like a gameplay thing, and just probably have that numbered, just so that it's not like a thing, unless it's like, oh well, if we have more people that like it, then we could do funny game stuff, and just have that as like a
Right,
secondary
exactly.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to watch.
And I know it'll also be on the same Discord here too, so that it'll all be in one place and not just like a completely separate thing.
Yeah.
And then it'll just make it easier for everyone to convene here.
Join in and laugh at you.
Yes, exactly. Because we can probably,
Hysterically.
because I think we can probably do that in like the probably the general chat, or like have a
Sure.
sort of thing with what is it? Just like what is it, like the community servers that have like the podcast thing, but if you want to speak and be able to join in, you can join in, or all that stuff, just so it's not like too insane in the voice chats. But we could definitely think of that too. But yeah, I think that would be very fun to try out, but definitely get the Pokemon nerds to schedule the meet all together, so that we can then go ahead and do that, because I'll be good all week. I can
And
try
I
to
was gonna
weekend if anything. What's up?
I was gonna say, as a Pokemon nerd, I can't wait to just start yelling at you.
Like, why are you doing
What?
that?
See,
Why
okay,
are you
this is-
using
this
that
is gonna be
attack
the
with
best
that
part.
attack?
Do you
Okay.
not know how the type weaknesses work? God damn it!
No, I never looked at the chart.
Look at
That's
the
a
Whatever.
fire, not a water. Don't use
Whatever.
water
This
on
is
that.
gonna be the best part. If we stream it, we must allow backseating, but on the condition that they acknowledge that we will never read their comments.
I think, yeah, just as long as they know, hey, we're not gonna read your comments on this, but
Yeah,
you
better
are
yet,
gonna.
Better yet, how we're gonna
you're
do it
allowed to yell
we're
at
gonna
us, just
have-
know we're not gonna see
let's-
it. So
Let's have like Bunny and Herb or whatever.
Yeah,
fucking
look at the
manage
chats.
for us,
And,
and they will decide what things are worthy of mention or not,
yes.
purely for the masochistic factor.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm down.
Agree.
Oh, that sounds really fucking stupid. I love it.
It sounds stupid, but it's funny, and I also like it. That'd be fun.
So when do we start?
That's up
Tomorrow.
To anyone.
Got it.
Tomorrow. Oh
Yeah.
my god. I'm gonna have to get some sleep.
We'll
if I end up
we'll
doing
schedule
that,
about it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to
why don't
schedule it.
why don't we like message Bunny in bunches and see what they're thinking too about it?
Yeah, and then I know if they're like set on a schedule that both meets them, and then of course her same thing with you and Lydia, to be able to get you guys all there, and then
Right, whoever wants to be involved.
yeah, just put it like
I
whatever
could-
point during the week, or if we want to
Yeah,
do
I could
that
add the
instead
two
of
of them in my
podcasting on
server.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Probably just
That's
like
such a-
put it.
I'll
put
let
it in
Sky
the
too, just so
chat and just be
she
like,
gets the memo because she likes Pokemon but hasn't
Mhm.
played it in years.
Yeah.
Bunches, funny.
Just starts screaming, "Hey, yo, we're doing Pokemon stuff. We're gonna yell at Otto. It's gonna be great."
Yell at Otto and Seti and a Nuzlocke because they don't know of anything, and they're gonna.
Since we both barely know jack shit about Pokemon, we thought it'd be funny to organize an event where we did a soul Nuzlocke. How do you spell Nuzlocke? Nuzlock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's an E at-
Nuzlocke. Okay. Soul Nuzlocke. While you guys scream in agony at our casual immature-ness.
But yeah, definitely it's more of a on the schedule kind of thing too. So
Mhm. We'd
Sweet.
wanna figure out a good time. Here, I'll just add her in this too for funsies.
Word.
yeah,
I want to figure out a good time.
yeah, definitely figure out a good time,
It
and
feels
don't see
like
that.
all the Pokemon nerds, such as yourselves, would enjoy watching the mutual masochism
The double masochism.
this would
It's a
entail.
masochism for like them playing the game, and a masochism for
us.
us watching him
Yeah,
and
watching
screaming.
screaming and suffering that we're doing the wrong moves or doing the wrong potential actions that should be. We should. Be
Yeah, how do you
doing.
not know everything about a Nuzlocke? What the hell?
Which, okay, that's another thing too. The conditions are, however,
The
that
conditions.
There are
inform us
there are
on
conditions.
how a Nuzlocke works or how to play Pokemon properly.
Yeah, that's kind of step one.
But-
Know how.
You are free to backseat. Rick wants to participate. Yes.
Rick's first. Oh my god!
Nice.
Alright, yeah, we got people on board on this. Oh my
Goes
god!
fast.
Oh yeah. But yeah, once we get literally everyone together, we gotta plan a really good day. I just can't do August. That
Excellent.
is the only thing. If we're doing it like that far in advance, it can't be August.
I guess you have a vendetta against August.
Nah, it's not a vendetta. It's just I'm not gonna be there for 3 weeks out of the month, so I would not be able to do anything.
Yeah, screw August. Am I right, guys? all my
Screw-
homies hate
All
August.
the homies hate August.
Is there a way to do a triple Nuzlocke? Like a triple soul Nuzlocke?
I don't know about triple soul. I just know a double one exists.
I mean, we could try to do a triple one. I mean, people have tried it, but it's
Like instant death or something.
hard, but it's
Okay, well,
not.
we'll just do the paired Nuzlocks then.
Yeah, I think just a paired would probably be
If
better.
Anyone else who is terrible at Pokemon.
That's the
I would
one
say more
rule.
of
You have to be
unknowing of Pokemon.
you have to be
and
terrible at the game in order to play this Nuzlocke.
If anyone
terrible.
else
If you're at least a little bit good, you can't join the Nuzlocke. That's
if
just how it
anyone
goes.
else who doesn't know jack fucking shit about Pokemon wishes to participate, in the Soul Nuzlocke event, feel free to join us and pair up with each other.
Funny. Oh goodness.
It's gonna get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You can only get crazy from here.
This is gonna be awful in the best way possible.
It's gonna be
Yes.
wild. I'm
I
sure there's
can't
probably
wait
gonna be a
screaming at you.
There's gonna be a crap ton of restarts. I'm telling you right now.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's gonna be a lot of resetting.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Well,
I believe it's.
I can give you one piece of advice.
Mm-hmm.
Get good. Don't let your people die.
Very
no,
valid.
emoji.
Yeah, just get good RNG. You know.
Yeah, just get the best RNG in the game. Easy peasy.
Yeah, clearly. Well, you don't know how to get like the best
I'm getting
RNG.
very positive reception towards this
Yeah,
event idea. So
it's insane.
I
Yeah, we just gotta
figure
plan
this is probably a winner.
Yeah, this definitely sounds like a winner. Probably, we just gotta find a really good day that everyone's able to show up, and then
Yep.
have that.
I mean, as long as they're not working or something.
Yeah, exactly. Because I just, again, I've already fucking mentioned this. Again, I'm fucking tired. But I'm already good over like the course of the week. The
We
weekend
just
is
gotta find a good day for the event.
yeah, that's kind of the main thing.
Yes.
But definitely
Money
interest
goes,
is
you
high.
wish to give psychic damage to all, and I said yes.
But
He
yeah.
says I'm down. Just let me know when.
Nice.
That, my good bungly boy,
Bungly
is
boy.
exactly
Yes.
what we wish to figure out. So, I mean, what general times are you free, Otto? Because you and I are kind of the main contenders here.
Yeah, literally again all week aside from like Monday. Yeah, aside from Monday, I'll be free literally all week.
All week aside from Monday. Okay.
Well, of course I have the weekend. I don't know if because I know the weekend I can try and do it earlier, but I would have to be like I would have to be wake up like early, or at least have like a decent schedule to be able to be up early enough if everyone's like off or doing anything on like the weekend. That's the only thing. Or if I'm like, you know what? Just decide if we plan a day, then I'll just be like, yeah, I can just call the day off. If it's like well enough in advance, I can just be like, all right, looks like I'm gonna take that day off just so that I can do it. But literally, if I just tell them I take the one day off or something, then I mean they'll be fine.
You could just imagine you're going up to your boss and just be like, "Hey, boss, I need to take this day off." "Oh, why is that?" "I'm gonna play Pokemon."
I'm gonna be doing a Nuzlocke, and I'm gonna be doing it for the funnies.
"It's gonna be funny. I'm gonna have all my friends yell at me. It's great."
Yeah, I'm gonna be having people yelling at me, just trying to tell me, but I'm sure one of my bosses is gonna be finding that really funny. But
You should watch the stream.
oh no, I am not doing that. I am not having my coworkers watch this stream. I will be real with you, Chief. That ain't happening.
Watch his boss
Also,
goes, I'll watch it.
This
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
no.
watch
that
it.
is
Yeah.
going wild now.
Yeah, no, I haven't said anything about this to anyone in like real life aside, of course, from my brother and of course, Herv and Arlie. I'm trying to remember who else. It's like a couple. There's a couple people. I mean, then again, with it was everyone else besides, of course, like you, Lydia Mason, and Bub that I have met in person. Pretty much everyone in this server I have met in person, of course, at least once. Knows, but anyone like here at home where I live do not, aside from my brother.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why I'm like I don't know. I'm just people here scare me sometimes, and 9 times out of 10 when planning things, usually it's like last minute, or this and that. And I'm like, dang, okay. Either they'll flake out, or they'll be like, oh, never mind, I should be good. And it's like, well, I had plans for something else, and it's like, okay, but yeah, it's a whole thing. But I'm realizing it's like an hour and 34 minutes in, so if you guys feel like continuing to go, or if you guys want to go ahead and like have any sort of closing remarks or anything like that.
Fuck's sake. Okay, hold on. Let me recap this chat for everyone so far.
Okay.
So I say, that, my good bungly boy, is exactly what we wish to figure out. He says, good luck. And he says, wait, question. If you don't know how a Nuzlocke works, how do you know you're doing a Nuzlocke? And then Bunny says, just don't die, forehead. And I said, we're probably going to be thrown into it. Nope, we don't die.
That's literally...
T laughs. Rick says, first one to lose has to send toe pics.
Oh my god,
Oh my
no!
God.
No, I'm not...
I'm assuming no extreme rules. And
no
I say,
extreme rules.
You guys can teach us how to set it up, etc., but it depends. And Bunny says, probably just basic, like, dupes and stuff. And I'm like, I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I don't know how to dupe anything. I'll be real.
Says, it's a set of self-imposed rules, my guy. And I'm like, cool. And T goes, they're not even going to know how if they break traditional rules.
Yeah, we don't even know if...
That's the best
Bunny
part.
goes, if a Pokemon faints, it's dead or must be boxed or released, that's it. Lose all your Pokemon, you lose one Pokemon per route. And I'm like, all right, that's easy enough. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea if it's like the next town or... I wouldn't know.
And then Bunny says, dupes.
There's only really 3 you have to worry about it.
And I'm like, gotcha. And he's like, ooh, that's being nice, Bunny. And I'm like, I'm going to forget half of this. And then Bunny says, Soul Link links the Pokemon caught on the same route. And I say, when the brain soup wizard.
Oh my god.
The brain soup.
Bunny goes, so if you lose your starter, everyone does. T goes, oh, you gotta name the Pokemon. And then Bunny says, to get more attached, yes. And T says, to get more attached to them, yes.
Yes.
And then Bunny says, there are more rules, like no Poke Centers or mono type, but that is the basics of it. Whatever you find fun, since that's the goal of it, make Pokemon more challenging and fun.
We're gonna be in for a fucking ride.
Gonna die.
Yeah, we're gonna be in for a ride, and I'll be real, and we're gonna die a lot.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, but we are gonna be dead a lot. There's gonna be a lot of resets at the beginning. I'll be real with you. It depends on the game too. I'm pretty sure we'll probably do one of the older generation ones. Either an older one or probably a slightly newer one. I don't have any of the newer ones. So I wouldn't be able to fully do one on the newer ones.
I mean, worst case scenario, you guys pick which one you guys want to do, and then figure out a way to make sure that you guys have it.
Yeah. Because I know Lydia and the others in that group already have like a way to figure out where to get the games and stuff. Again, I'm not gonna say because I don't want Nintendo to find out, but yeah.
Mario's already knocking on your door, waiting to take your liver.
Yeah, literally.
He does.
Nah. Yes.
Are you good, my friend?
No.
It's like, no.
No.
You okay? You're making noises there. You good?
Don't worry about it, Mario. It's okay.
Oh, I'm worried about it. All right.
He's like, Mario's outside my house right now. I don't know why.
Mario broke into his room and starts choking him out.
Oh no.
Here we go.
He just comes out of nowhere. That's not Mario, it's Luigi. Wait, what?
Same thing. Oh,
Oh, this is
man.
gonna be funny.
Yeah. Any other closing remarks for anyone else before you guys want to end it off, or
Beep, beep, boop, boop.
yes? Thank
Pretty
you.
much it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lydia, Richard, you guys have anything? Huh?
That. There it
is. Dinner's ready.
Dinner's ready.
There's that.
Huh? Did you not know what that was?
No.
Or did you? Were you the one that did the ding?
No, me.
That
Oh.
was me.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. I got one more.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I don't have perms for this server. I was gonna upload
Oh,
the
did I
sound.
not?
Aw.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on.
Hold on, I'll
Everyone,
include it in.
I think everyone should have permission, because I know.
I'll put it in the chat so people can listen to it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and open it up, and I'll go ahead and play it.
That's a lot of nuts!
Yep. Let me also play it on the soundboard too, because I know everyone will hear that, but
That's a lot of nuts!
yes,
Damn, he really hit the nut button.
indeed,
The deed is done.
the deed has been done.
We have indeed done the nuts.
Nuts.
Yes.
Ah, nuts.
But yeah, if that's everything, then I'll probably go ahead and close out and all of
Sounds
that.
good.
Yeah, but thank you guys for watching the podcast. For anyone that's stuck around this long, I appreciate you guys, whether you've been lurking or chatting for a little bit. And for anyone who's probably missed anything prior to it, we have all the lives pretty much set up at the channel. So if you want to watch any of the older live podcasts that we've done, you can definitely do that, and we'll definitely be doing those pretty much every Tuesday. I went ahead and set up like a decent time at like 9 p.m. Central Standard, but of course things can happen. But I'm sure once my Destiny addiction fully dies down, or like if I have any other like plans on Tuesday, if I can or can't make it, or if I'm late or anything, I will definitely let people know, like on the Discord. I know I have a community post thing as well that I probably should also take advantage of as well, just in case anyone wants to look at that, or if somehow people find my channel on there and want to look at that. But other than that, that is all I have, and thank you to my lovely friends and my brother for hopping on today and doing this podcast with me.
Twas a good time.
E.
Absolutely.
And I will see every one of you nerds next week. And I know some of you guys won't be able to make it next week. That is perfectly okay. I know everyone's got things going on, so I don't blame you if you can't join in next week, but it'll always be open every Tuesday if you guys feel like you want to hop in and participate in everything. And I know with a lot more participation, with a lot more people wanting to hop in and potentially all that, I may have to ramp up the number of people from like 5 to potentially a little more than that. But yeah, thank you guys on YouTube for watching. Again, thank you guys on the podcast for hopping on today, and I will see you guys on the live next week. And if I don't see you guys on the live, see you guys on the VOD.
Sounds
Fair enough.
good.